every regular period, we ask all the private sector economists to give us a sense of where the economy is heading. We have another one of those deep dives coming, and so we'll take what the private sector economists say as well. It's an average of all of those different scenarios. So look, the fact that we've said, and Minister Freeland and I have said very clearly, as is the Prime Minister, 23 is a turbulent year. There's lots of uncertainty. So we're going to be watching this every step of the way as we get ready for Budget 23. We still have fiscal room to be able to do the things we need to do, but the fiscal room has tightened over the economic, over the war in Ukraine, and the fact that we have made a very clear commitment to Ukraine, but also to Canadians as we get through inflation.
It's too optimistic. Basically, that's what they're saying. It's too optimistic, and right now things have changed so that you are looking at a recession in 2023. Is that your assessment?
I think that if you take a look at the downside case that we had in the fall economic statement and the upside case, the reality is still somewhere in between. And that's why we wanted to make sure that those brackets were there. And look, we're going to watch things very carefully and be very clear with Canadians in Budget 23. It's our job to balance all those things and to make sure that we're clear with Canadians that there's fiscal capacity. And if that fiscal capacity is being constrained, as we may see from private sector economists, then it's up to us to make sure that the big ticket items that you mentioned, that we do in a responsible way.
Let me offer you three perspectives. I do think, as I've said in response to earlier questions, that there is still a lot of uncertainty in the world economy. And that means that we do need to continue to take a fiscally prudent approach. We still do not know for sure how the plane is going to land. We do not know for sure how the COVID recession is going to finally play out. And we do have the reopening of China as a new international, I won't call it a wild card, but a source of real uncertainty. Could be upside, could be downside, maybe a little bit of both. So I think taking a fiscally responsible approach, it continues to be important, and I am glad that that is the approach we took in April and in the fall. And I do want to remind people, lowest deficit in the G7 last year.